So some people are pretty interested in like talking about how the car shifts and drives and everything like that. So currently the car is in its, turn that down to 0. As I was saying, the car is in its basically normal drive mode, like what I would start it up with. I'm just passing by a bunch of dealerships and stuff, by the way, because I was just getting some gas, and there's a whole boatload of dealerships everywhere in here. But we have like about 3 different drive modes. We have like your standard, your normal, we have sport mode, and then what I like to call it's like a track mode, which is basically what my tuner did. And it's this mode where it turns off all the traction control, everything like that, and it holds out the RPM super high. And there is, I guess, a bit of a difference in how fast it will pretty much bang gears. And some people think that, you know, if I'm not actually just going fast, or I'm not like really stepping on it, that it should really still just be banging gear. It's like it shifts fast enough, but it's not like overly ridiculous, right? So I'll show you guys the different modes and me kind of driving around, and so we can get an idea, or I can show you guys to have a bit of an idea as to what this car shifts like, normally speaking. I also, as a bit of a note, don't ever drive around in normal mode, minus when I have the car started up initially, just because I don't want to put it in sport mode until it starts getting warm. But otherwise, you know, this is the extent of my driving in normal, or just base, because it'll go put me down to like 6th, 7th, and 8th gear, which I have no interest in doing. But I don't. I'm driving in sport mode. I do like the turbo flutter though, and the blow off. All right, we'll get some of the windows down here just a little bit too. And I promise I won't drive around in normal mode much, because I personally find it a little bit boring, or quite a bit boring. I mean, it just shifts so fast that you don't even get any of the ability to have fun or to increase RPMs or none of that. It's just not it. It's still pretty good, I would say, to drive around. I haven't really stepped on it normal, so I actually try to do that here when I get some more open space in front of me. I'm actually kind of curious to see what that feels like, considering I never actually ever do it. It's about, by the way, about 746. Nice Mustang down there. You know, I might know that guy. If that's the one I'm thinking of. Not quite sure. The guy that was in like the Miata or whatever it was over there, the convertible, was looking at me a little bit weird, because I don't like the way the car sounds when it's in this mode. But actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it in sport mode for now. Is that the cops? Yep. And so immediately it jumps up into about 5th gear there. It'll try to hold some higher RPMs, and it'll kind of bang some gears. I'll probably take a left up at the next light. And of course, also, when it's in sport, it starts doing the pops, and the burbles. Which I think that person just got out from behind me to avoid. Some people like it. Some people, I think, probably try to avoid my car. But you know, I'm gonna turn this back off of sport mode. We're gonna try and step on it down here and see what it feels like in normal, just for a sec. Well, I got no traction, and it immediately downshifted to 5th. It's also about 56 degrees. At about 60-ish, that's when my back tires start really holding. Other than that, I mean, good luck to me. That is a wild turbo spool. God damn. I don't think I've heard that before. That's insane. But I don't like that it's sitting down on 8th, so, yep. Now, let's go straight to regular sport. actually curious. I'm not getting on my phone while we're driving here. What is my total ethanol content? Because I just filled up for gas. Only E42? I thought it was going to be higher. Unless it's tweaking. You see, it shifts pretty quickly, I'd say, right there. Which I'm a huge fan of. I love just the snappiness of it. Oh, it swerved a little bit. Skirting. Over to this lane. But he still has his turn signal on. Also, on a really cool, fun note, this channel actually just got like officially fully monetized. As in, like, it met its watch hours and everything. Ooh, bike squad. It met its actual watch hour count requirement. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. We were edging close for a long time, and I more than hit the subscriber threshold because it's like 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours. It's just that a short that popped off and they got like 4 mil, but it didn't really count towards my long-term watch hours. Can't really gun it down this road too much, by the way. I mean, well, apart from there being like a high school right here, also, it's just so bumpy. They really need to like really kind of smooth this out a little bit because it's the whole way down. It's just chalked. You can't cruise nothing down here. This area is actually kind of neat. One of the last meets that I went to for like a supercar Saturday, for you guys that saw that video, there's a dealership, the Onyx dealership. Just if I take a left in here, go down there, that's where that thing is at. I think we might skirt onto the highway here real quick, just for a sec. Unfortunately, I can't really gun it. It's like I'd just be spinning. And also, this is a bad on-ramp. I hate on-ramps like that where it's just like you immediately got to get in, otherwise the lane just totally ends. We'll get over for them. How many of you guys, I'm curious, actually own a Supra, or are you looking to get one? Something like that. If you're looking to get one, there's tons of like BMW V58 motor or like Supra, you know, Facebook groups to be a part of. They're actually really beneficial. People will be posting their car listings in there all the time. So I was kind of fighting it there for a sec. I wasn't even really like getting on. It's just, man, I'm telling you, when it's a little bit colder, it's more difficult to Really enjoy the car. We'll go down here though. Hold up. Beautiful. Alright, what we're going to do now, we've been driving around in sport mode here for a good little bit. I'm going to put it into the track mode, so I press the traction button down there once, and then I hold it when I press it in again, and that turns like VSC off, and that, I think we have that for normal Supra owners, but at least the way mine was tuned, you'll see what it does. Banging gears. It do be doing that. We'll get around these people. About this mode is that those RPMs, it's gonna hold it. It's gonna hold it. Like, I could be cruising around like 5th gear going like 80, 90 miles an hour, and it will not drop. Like, it will hold till about 55, 100. So, cruise around on the highway, not the greatest with this. I might get off and try to do a pull onto the on-ramp for that on-ramp. Also turn that back on just in case. Be able to actually just go straight up across, not mistaken. I probably could finagle that. We're actually not going to go straight up across. I'm going to cruise down here a little bit since I never do. By the bridge and stuff, you get that nice little echo and everything. It's so nice. So nice. I don't really, honestly, I don't know where I'm going to keep it as full $150 plus tax. I don't know where I'm going actually. Yeah, no clue. Alright, so I did kind of a bit of a loop real quick. Went down, turned back around, and I was just at that intersection, but I figured I'd cruise this here just for a little bit. So that was a prime example of me going to like very high RPMs, not really needing to be there, but just because it's in this mode, it will actually do that, and it didn't just, you know, instantly slam into the next gear, you know, because I'm not stepping on it. But so this mode's fun to like cruise around with for a little bit, but I really don't be driving around in it like all that much. I pretty much just stick to sport for a majority of the time, because that ends up being basically being like all I realistically need or want. and then we're doing some pulls and everything like that, then I swap over. But right now I'm kind of cruising through this little area called Regency. It's a nice little area. It's got a bunch of different stores and businesses and stuff in it, and I think some nicer houses over there to my right. I decided to put my seat warmer on. It's actually a little cold out. Thankfully I got my sweatpants and sweater. Also, thankfully, it's supposed to be warming up here, or just gonna be warming up a lot more. Alright, we're gonna try and get back on the highway so I can at least get back over that way. It's a bit of an interesting area to go through. Do it a little bit. Couldn't get to pop out there though. Really weird how this is like 2 lanes, but it immediately just dissolves into one. I don't get that. It's not even dividing lines, and Lord knows the drivers here need those. That real quick. Probably do up the windows just for now. You can really hear that sometimes too when I'm in that 5th or 6th gear, which I'm a big fan of.
User mark ahead.
I guess since my radar detector is going off, I've had some people in my comments ask me like which one it is, and I've had this for like years. I had it back probably around the time when I had my turbo wide body FRS.
User mark ahead.
Yeah, and during that time I just got it because I just like I want to be able to kind of dart around and hopefully have a little bit of warning. And a lot of the cops don't even like have their radar on, so it's really kind of useful, kind of not. I don't know if it saved me that much, but it's just like a unit in R3. I've had it for a few years, and I paid probably like $200, $250 on Amazon for it. I know there's probably better ones out there now, so I wouldn't recommend going to go get it, but if you are going to get a radar detector, you're going to have to spend probably at least a couple $100 on something that's going to be good. Otherwise, you might get one that picks up all these random frequencies that you're not wishing to attract or trying to pick up on, which is no good. For a sec, I thought that was about to be a Nissan Altima. And I was going to say, if that's a Nissan Altima, well, it makes sense that he's going probably way over the speed limit. This is also a real dangerous portion to be speeding down too if you are going to be doing any of that. Actually, one of my most viral shorts, like literally from that area. I was about to get off right here, saw people come up behind me, and then I was like, "Oh, got to get back on." It's real dangerous. A lot of cops like to sit down in there. We're gonna get off here and we'll cruise this a little bit in sport. I think I should be all right to make this turn, but I can't see jack shit. Oh, that works. That works. When my Supra does that, the little like burble, I basically just call it farts. I think it's just farting, and I'm getting down to stopping. Turbo kicked in, torque kicked in. Definitely did. Can't wait till it's nicer, so it's warmer out, so I stop losing as much traction. And I also can't wait till I get some more upgrades for this car. Super excited to be able to do some of that. Just get some more upgrades going. Even if it's stuff like cosmetically, I know I got like that spoiler I still got to put on, but like, you know, like some new wheels. You know, something like that would be really cool. If there's any companies that want to work with your boy, hook me up with a set of wheels or something like that. I don't know. That'd be super awesome. Or a turbo, or anything, hey? Be putting you back in your seat, man. It for real does. And that pedal is so ungodly touchy. Good and bad. Can't be doing nothing too wild over here. Probably take a left. And honestly, I might just take my happy ass home. Been out cruising for a while and I'm enjoying it. I think we'll probably call it here, so I'll just get back on the highway, get a whole bunch of wind noise, and that'll be that. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing the 3 different modes, the regular, the sport, the track, and kind of compared them. I just want to show you guys what it all does, and also I just had some fun cruising around here a little bit. So if you guys want to see more videos, give it a like, subscribe. We're on the road to 10K, and everybody helps. Hope to see you around on the channel. Make sure you check out this other video on screen, and see you guys next time. Peace out.